Abusuya for the minority leader Alexander AfenyoMarkins. Yes, Abusuya ene wadi nkomo ewo eye parliament. Ama eye speaker ama na reply. Na die nkomo ena honorable Alexander AfenyoMarkins ekodi ye ewo eye parliament. Enu tie nam so ma speaker a respond ye a enya asem keto ewo parliament. Wa ha eda so aye be media je Abusuya bobodi aso be subscribe e de amebo notification bell so. For more podcast updates.
Let's take the proposed amendment.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker,
yes.
Bear with me. They've come under certificate of urgency.
Yes.
For the report of the committee.
Yes.
So we should understand that all of us here are being rushed. So we need to patiently interrogate the issues.
I have the patience for you, and so I thank God for that.
Very well. So,
but
Mr.
you place on record that with the explanation, you will come out with an amendment. I'm reminding you that this is the explanation. What is the amendment?
Yes. So
yes.
Let me proceed with Mr. Speaker. With respect, the minister, in responding to my issue, raised two very important matters. One, the loose agreement that exists where certain deductions are made. Those agreements do not have legislative backing, so it could be a contractual agreement where, to the extent that the person has appended the signature.
Honorable Minority Leader, what you are doing is never done at the consideration stage.
Mr. Speaker, can I proceed? What you are doing now, Mr. Speaker, we are doing now, per what the minister is proposing, is to legislate. Even if it is a one-time earning, you cannot use a legislation to make a deduction. Be it a one-time earning, the person is obliged under law to pay a tax on it. It's an earning, even if it is one time. An income tax is chargeable on sale. You cannot say that because per some other arrangement at the FA level or the club level, you want to take advantage to now legislate that a person's earning must also be charged. So therefore, there must be a percentage that must be deducted as source for same to become part of the sources of monies for the fund. I think that it is an overreach, since there is already a statutory obligation. If you go to GRA, this house has enacted a law that requires a person to pay, and it's even constitutional, not only statutory. It is the constitutional provision that gives Parliament the only body with a mandate to enact laws for the purpose of taxation. But what you are doing is not using this law to tax. And you are not talking about taxation, you are talking about proceeds. Mr. Speaker, having laid the foundation sufficiently on this, I beg to move therefore. At least to the best of my knowledge, I've not said that you have agreed with me. I believe that I have made my case sufficiently on this matter, and I've raised the constitutional issue to say that by law governing this country, you can only tax a person once. You cannot tax and go round again and use another legislation to say that pay
So,
this,
Minority
pay-
Leader, what is the proposed amendment?
Therefore,
That is why I'm telling you
Mr.
that what you are doing is not done
Mr.
at
Speaker,
consideration
I have
stage.
laid the foundation and the explanation to what I want to do. Therefore, I move this house that clause 3 subclause E be deleted in its entirety. Mr. Speaker, I so move.
Honourable members, I'll put a question on the amendment proposed by the Minority Leader. Those in favour say aye. Those against say no. The noes have it. The amendment is not carried. Now clause 27.
Mr. Speaker, I know yourself, you are a football enthusiast, and I know you have a local team back in your constituency. It is not everything that the Minority Leader has said in respect of E which is out of place. Mr. Speaker, maybe we should say 3% of net proceeds. 3% of net proceeds. Let's qualify it. No, you lost. Mr. Speaker, 3% of net proceeds, because from the gross, when there is transfer, you have to make a deduction to GFA, you have to make a deduction to...
Very well. All those in favour of 3% of net proceeds say aye. I'm putting the question. Why do you have a counter amendment?
I need to add my voice. Mr. Speaker, this posture, I beg, if you don't want us to contribute, let... Speaker, if they want to pass their bill, rush it, then let it be so. Because as if when you
Honourable members, is using the word attitude, but I believe the whole world is watching my attitude and as well as the attitude of the Minority Leader.
No problem.
So don't
They
be
are watching
worried
us.
if Minority Leader is using the word attitude. The judges are out there.
No problem. I think so. Mr. Speaker, I agree. They are judging all of us. Mr. Speaker, Honourable Harun Idrisu, the Minister of Education, has a proposal for consideration. It is my view that to the extent that that earning is taxable, this House cannot legislate.
Honourable Minority Leader, the rules are clear. You do not raise an issue that has been determined by the House.
No, but he has
that
raised...
forms the basis of your argument and the House has taken a decision on it.
Mr.
So
Speaker,
with all due respect, kindly resume your seat. Let me put a question. The question is, as many as are in favour of the amendment proposed by the Minister for Education to make it net proceed, say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The amendment is carried in clause 3. Honourable members, let's come back to clause 27. Clause 27.
Beneficiaries of the fund.
Chairman of the committee.
No advertised amendment, Mr. Speaker.
It is for the consideration of the House. Honourable members, clause 27. Yes, clause 27. In the absence of any proposed amendment, the question is, as many as are in favour of clause 27, standing part of the bill, say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Clause 27 is ordered to stand part of the bill. Clause 28.
Application to the fund.
Chairman of the committee.
No advertised amendment, Mr. Speaker.
It is for the consideration of the House. Honourable members, any proposed amendment? In the absence of any proposed amendment, the question is, as many as are in favour of clause 28 standing part of the bill, say aye. Those against, yes. Honourable Ramadan.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I have a proposed amendment for 28.3. The rendition, the administrator shall, within 10 days, the 10 days will then now include even weekends and holidays. So if we can qualify it and say 10 working days, so that we can.
Honorable members, the Interpretation Act is clear. If it is 10 days and it is 10 working days, we know what it means. I'll put a question on clause 28. As many as are in favor of clause 28 standing part of the bill, say aye. Those against, say no. The ayes have it. Clause 28 is ordered to stand part of the bill. Clause 29.
Disbursement of the fund.
Chairman of the committee.
No advertised amendment.
It is for the consideration of the House. Honourable members, any proposed amendment? As many as are in favor of clause 29 standing part of the bill, say aye. Those against, say no. Clause 29 is ordered to stand part of the bill. Clause 30.
Review of decision.
Chairman of the committee.
No advertised amendment, Mr. Speaker.
It is for the consideration of the House. Honourable members, any proposed amendment? As many as are in favor of clause 30 standing part of the bill, say aye. Those against, say no. The ayes have it. Clause 30 is ordered to stand part of the bill. Yes, Minority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I've been on my feet for more than 7 minutes. Mr. Speaker, we come into this chamber to respect the chair. We don't come here to disrespect the chair.
But Honorable Minority Leader, you don't insult the chair and create the impression that you are respecting
Mr.
the
Speaker,
chair.
nobody has insulted you. In all humility, nobody has insulted you. And if I have so done, I would readily apologize to you. I will not insult you. You are my senior brother. I won't do that. Mr. Speaker, there is a growing trend in this chamber. It is us in the minority who will speak about it. Bills are brought. We are hurried and rushed. We are told that this thing is being done under certificate of urgency. Yesterday when it was introduced, we raised a concern. The committee has done a report. I am the leader of my side. This is the first time I am seeing this. When I was majority leader, at least the practice then was that ministers would give the bills to leaders to peruse even before their table. Ask Honorable Kofi Adams. We have a very good working relationship. Ask him whether he has ferried this bill at least to me. I am seeing it the first time. I have issues. When you are making a point and you are being rushed, Honorable Harun Edrusa has been a leader before. We work together. He knows. Let us be sometimes very fair. Honorable Kofi Adams, he knows me. You have an important bill. You don't engage. You come in and then you say certificate of urgency. We want to interrogate issues, and it's as if you want to obstruct government business. You want to frustrate it. Mr. Speaker, it doesn't work. And I will say it. I will never disrespect you. But what we are doing in this chamber does not help the cause of democracy. What is the rush? Where are you rushing to? What is the urgency? If the minister knows that this thing is urgent all this while, so why do you come within 24 hours? You say because a lot of changes were done at Winnowing. It is presumed that nothing can be raised. Mr. Speaker, no. The matter I raised, Mr. Speaker, with respect, if you want to stop me, I would put off my mic and sit down. I won't challenge you.
Yes.
You want to stop me?
Yes.
Very well.
Yes. Honorable members, we are all human beings. We have done up to clause 20 something. You know the rules. If a question is put on a clause, though a consideration, the rules are relaxed. You came and you took me back from clause 20 something to clause 3. And when you took me to clause 3, magnanimously, I allow you, bending all the rules in your favor. Now, what we do at consideration stage is you look at the provision. If you disagree, you propose an amendment. But you came saying you are seeking for a clarity. The minister should clarify for you. The minister has clarified. You have rightly indicated that based on the clarification, you want to propose an amendment. Instead of proposing an amendment, you engage in an argument. Honorable members, then you are saying, I am putting up an attitude. I took offense from the use of the word attitude. And I think I have not done anything negative towards you. And indulging you to take me from clause 20 something to clause 3, is that the attitude that I have shown to you? And you claim to be showing me a respect? I don't consider that to be a respect. I don't consider that to be a respect to the chair. You cannot be insulting me in disguise and claim you are respecting me. It is not done anywhere. That is why I place on record that Ghanaians should look at my attitude as well as your attitude in this chamber, and you can come into a conclusion. Yes, let me hear you.
Mr. Speaker, from what you've just said, the impression I gather is that the use of the word attitude referring to the general trend in how things are rushed in this chamber was as though it was directed at you personally. That was not the intent. If in the construction it came across as such, then I redress it. Because you are the presiding officer. My duty is to protect you by showing you respect.
We add an apology to it.
Very well. That would help. Mr. Speaker, if that impression was created, then please find a place in your heart to let it go.
Thank you very much.
However, Mr. Speaker, I believe that you got the trust of my submission to the effect that as parliamentarians, we need sufficient time to peruse matters. Mr. Speaker, recently, as recent as last 2 weeks, my eyes were open to this AI technology that is taking over matters. And whereas in other parliament they have access to this technology to aid them, we don't have it. So I would want to also appeal through the chair to my colleagues opposite me that the approach in handling government business should be said that it should offer all of us the opportunity to peruse matters properly, so that we don't get a backlash, or so that when we make laws, we pass laws, it gets out there to stand the test of time. This particular situation where the bill was referred yesterday, certificate of urgency, and then we are rushing it through, Mr. Speaker, is quite problematic. I just want to register that consent. I rest my case.
Well, honorable members, this whole thing started yesterday when the minister indicated that he wants the bill to be considered under certificate of urgency. Then the indication was that the minister doesn't have a right to say so, and I have to refer the House to Standing Order 160 as well as Article 106, that it is pursuant to that indication that I can refer the bill to the committee to consider the urgency or otherwise of the bill. The committee is made up of members from both sides. The committee brought a unanimous report, and everybody that spoke to the determination of the urgency or otherwise were all in favor of the bill being taken under a certificate of urgency. I put a question on the motion number 25. The motion was carried by the House. It was after that I moved the bill to a consideration stage. Now, when the bill was being withdrawn yesterday, the explanation was that the committee met, considered the bill, proffer amendments. The amendments were a lot. Therefore, they refer the matter back to the AG's department to integrate the amendments of the committee into the bill. So they were withdrawing and relaying the bill. Honourable members, this bill has been with us for some time. So any member who studies the bill may not come arguing. You have formed your opinion, you want to prefer amendment for a designated clauses, and when you come at consideration stage, particularly in a period like this, you go straight and propose your amendment, and then we'll put the question on the amendment, and the House will then take decision based on the amendment. That is what we do. But if you want to argue instead of proposing amendment for consideration of the House, I would have a problem, because I do not know that is what we are supposed to do at a consideration stage. So, honourable members, let's make progress. Clause 31.
Collaboration with National Lottery Authority.
Chairman of the committee.
No advertised amendment, Mr. Speaker.
It is for the consideration of the House. Yes. Yes, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I was hoping to catch your eye to indulge you to bring us to 27, so that, with your indulgence, if I may.
Honourable member, I won't put up that reverse gear.
Mr. Speaker,
I've seen some attempts here. I was on clause 27, I moved to 28, 29, 30. I'm now at 31. You can do a second consideration. Any proposed amendment to clause 31? Honourable members, in the absence of any proposed amendment to clause 31, the question is, as many as are in favour of clause 31 standing part of the bill, say aye. Yes. Minister for Education.
Mr. Speaker, clause 31, special sports lotteries for sports development. You don't need to qualify with for purposes of sports development. It's just a question to the chair. Thank you.
The proposed amendment is for the consideration of the House. So your rendition will be to delete for the purpose. So give us the new rendition.
Just, Mr. Speaker, after for add purposes, for purposes of sports development. But it does no harm though.
I'll put a question.
Thank you.
As many as are in favor of the amendment proposed by the minister responsible for education, say aye. Those against, say no. The ayes have it. The amendment is carried. Honourable members, I'll put a question on the entire clause 31. As many as are in favor of clause 31 standing part of the bill, say aye. Those against, say no. The ayes have it. Clause 31 is ordered to stand part of the bill. Clause 32.
Regulations.
Chairman of the committee, yes.
No advertised amendment, Mr. Speaker.
It is for the consideration of the House. Yes, Minister for Education, let me hear you.
Mr. Speaker, 32 line 1, the minister shall, in consultation with the board, do we need to insert end by legislative instrument? Thank you. Mr. Speaker, withdrawn.
Very well, very well. Because this appears to be the standard agreed rendition. Honourable members, I will put a question on clause 32. As many as in favour of clause 32 say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Clause 32 is ordered to stand part of the bill. Clause 33.
Interpretation.
Chairman of the committee.
No advertised amendment.
Honourable members, I will then consider it page by page. Page 21. Interpretation, page 21. Any proposed amendment? Page 22. Page 23. Yes.
Mr. Speaker, definition for sports appears twice. Okay, Mr. Speaker, I think one is with an S and one is without an S. I don't know.
Which page?
Page 22 has sport, means an organized physical activity or competitive event involving professional or amateur.